What if one small fruit could begin changing your body in just 7 days? That is exactly what science is showing about blueberries. For years, we have heard that blueberries are good for the heart, brain, and immune system. But what most people do not realize is how quickly these changes can start once you eat them every day. Just a handful a day can begin to transform how your cells repair, how your blood flows, and even how your mind focuses. Blueberries are not just another fruit. They are one of nature's most concentrated sources of protective compounds called anthocyanins, the deep blue pigments that defend your cells from stress and inflammation. When eaten consistently, they begin to clean your arteries, energize your brain, and strengthen the tiny blood vessels that feed your eyes and skin. Researchers from Harvard and the Journal of Nutrition have found that eating blueberries daily can improve heart and brain function in as little as 1 to 2 weeks. The effect is not magic. It is the power of steady nourishment. Your body starts to respond as the antioxidants build up in your bloodstream and tissues. If you are over 60, this daily habit can be even more important. As your metabolism slows and recovery takes longer, your body depends on foods that heal gently and consistently. And few foods do that better than blueberries. So stay with me until the end, because we will explore 10 surprising things that begin to change inside your body when you start eating blueberries every day. By the end, you will understand why something so small can have such a powerful effect on your health, your energy, and even your memory. Change 1. Your gut becomes stronger and cleaner. The first thing that happens when you start eating blueberries every day is that your gut begins to heal itself. Inside your intestines live trillions of bacteria that control digestion, immunity, and even mood. Blueberries feed the good bacteria and help reduce the harmful ones that create gas, bloating, and inflammation. Their natural fiber acts as a gentle prebiotic, meaning it becomes food for beneficial bacteria, such as bifidobacteria and lactobacillus. As these friendly bacteria grow, they strengthen your intestinal lining, making it less permeable to toxins and waste products. Scientists call this reducing intestinal permeability, what many people know as helping prevent leaky gut. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry showed that blueberry polyphenols increased the growth of protective gut microbes within just 2 weeks of daily intake. These microbes produce short-chain fatty acids that calm inflammation and improve energy levels throughout the day. For older adults, this effect is especially valuable. A stronger gut means better absorption of vitamins and minerals, steadier blood sugar, and fewer digestive upsets after meals. It also supports a healthier immune system because over 70% of your immune cells live in the gut wall. You might not feel the difference right away, but after a few days of consistent intake, many people notice lighter digestion, less bloating, and more regularity. That is the quiet beginning of how blueberries start reshaping your health from the inside out. Now, let us move to the second change, one that you can actually feel: how daily blueberries start to lower inflammation and calm hidden pain signals inside your body. Change 2. Inflammation begins to calm down. One of the most powerful changes that daily blueberries bring is the quiet reduction of inflammation throughout your body. Inflammation is your body's natural defense system, but when it stays active for too long, it starts damaging healthy tissues instead of protecting them. That is what happens in conditions like arthritis, heart disease, or chronic fatigue. Blueberries are loaded with antioxidants called anthocyanins, the pigments that give them their deep blue color. These compounds block inflammatory enzymes, such as COX-2, the same pathway that some pain medications target, but without the side effects. They also help lower levels of C-reactive protein, a key marker of inflammation in the blood. In one study, published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism, people who ate blueberries daily for 8 weeks showed a significant drop in inflammatory markers and reported less joint stiffness and muscle soreness. Other studies from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that anthocyanins improve blood vessel function and reduce oxidative stress, both of which play a major role in aging-related inflammation. For seniors, this calming effect can feel like the body finally exhaling after years of silent tension. The joints feel looser, recovery after activity comes faster, and morning stiffness gradually eases. You may not notice it after one serving, but day by day, the anti-inflammatory compounds build up in your cells, helping your body repair quietly beneath the surface. This steady reduction in inflammation is one of the main reasons blueberries are linked to better heart health, clearer skin, and slower aging. It is not a sudden change, but a gentle healing from within. Now let us look at the third change, one that most people find the most exciting: what happens to your brain and memory when you make blueberries a daily habit. Change 3. Your memory becomes sharper and your mind clearer. One of the most noticeable effects of eating blueberries every day is the way your brain begins to wake up. The same antioxidants that protect your heart also reach deep into the brain, where they defend nerve cells from damage and help them communicate more efficiently. Over time, this leads to clearer thinking, faster recall, and steadier focus. Blueberries are rich in anthocyanins and vitamin E, both of which protect neurons from oxidative stress, the gradual wear and tear that contributes to memory loss and cognitive decline. These compounds also improve blood flow to the brain, ensuring that every cell receives enough oxygen and nutrients to stay active and alert. A study published in the British Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who drank blueberry juice daily for 12 weeks showed measurable improvements in memory and learning ability compared to those who did not. Brain imaging studies confirm that regular blueberry consumption activates areas of the brain related to learning and decision-making. Researchers at Tufts University have also observed that blueberries slow the effects of aging in the brain by supporting neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections even later in life. This means that daily blueberries do not just protect your memory, they help your brain stay adaptable and resilient. For many older adults, this translates into small but meaningful changes. Names come to mind more easily. You remember where you put your keys. You can follow conversations without losing track. And over time, that mental clarity becomes one of the greatest rewards of this simple daily habit. Now let us move to the fourth change, one that helps many people avoid a surprisingly common health problem: how blueberries protect your urinary tract and prevent recurring infections. Change 4. Your urinary tract stays clean and protected. Blueberries do more than support the heart and brain. They also help protect one of the most overlooked parts of your health, your urinary system. For many older adults, urinary tract infections, or UTIs, become a recurring and uncomfortable problem. This happens when bacteria like E. coli attach to the walls of the bladder and start multiplying. Blueberries contain special plant compounds called proanthocyanidins and polyphenols that stop this process before it begins. They make it harder for harmful bacteria to stick to the lining of the urinary tract, so the bacteria are flushed out naturally when you urinate. This simple defense mechanism keeps your bladder and kidneys healthier over time. In a study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism, women who ate blueberries twice a day for 3 months experienced a dramatic reduction in UTI recurrence compared to those who did not. Researchers found that the antioxidants in blueberries reduced both oxidative stress and bacterial adhesion, helping the body maintain a cleaner, more balanced urinary environment. For seniors, this protection is especially valuable. As the immune system ages, infections become harder to fight and recover from. By including blueberries daily, you give your body gentle, ongoing support that keeps these infections from returning. Blueberries also act as a mild natural diuretic, helping the body release excess fluid and flush waste more effectively. Unlike medications, this process is soft and supportive, not dehydrating. When your urinary tract is clear, you feel lighter, your kidneys work more efficiently, and your energy improves. That is the quiet benefit that builds day by day when you add blueberries to your diet. Next, let us explore the fifth change, one that strengthens you from the inside out: how blueberries help rebuild bone tissue and protect against age-related bone loss. Change 5. Your bones grow stronger. Blueberries quietly help protect your bones as you age. They contain minerals like calcium, magnesium, and manganese that keep bones dense and flexible. They also support the production of collagen, the protein that gives your bones structure and strength. Studies in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research found that people who eat blueberries regularly have better bone density and lower markers of bone loss. Animal research shows the same thing. When diets include blueberries, bones rebuild faster and stay stronger. For older adults, this matters a lot. After 60, bone tissue naturally thins, especially in women after menopause. Adding blueberries to your daily routine gives your body the building blocks it needs to slow that process. A simple handful a day helps your skeleton stay resilient, reducing the risk of fractures and improving posture over time. Your bones may be silent, but they benefit greatly from this small daily act of nourishment. Now let us look at the sixth change, how blueberries begin to gently lower blood pressure and help your arteries stay relaxed and open. Change 6. Your blood pressure starts to drop naturally. When you eat blueberries every day, your blood vessels begin to relax. This is because of anthocyanins, the deep blue pigments that help widen and protect artery walls. They make your blood vessels more flexible, improving circulation and reducing pressure on the heart. In a study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, adults who consumed blueberries daily for 8 weeks saw significant drops in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure. The researchers explained that anthocyanins increase nitric oxide, a natural compound that helps arteries open wider and stay smooth inside. For people over 60, this gentle effect can make a real difference. Healthy blood flow means your heart does not have to work as hard, your hands and feet stay warmer, and your energy remains steady throughout the day. You do not need large amounts to see the benefit. Half a cup of blueberries each morning can gradually support better blood pressure balance without medication changes or harsh side effects. Now, let us move to the seventh change, one that protects your heart even further. How blueberries help clean your blood and lower harmful cholesterol. Change 7. Your cholesterol becomes cleaner and your heart stronger. Blueberries help protect your heart by preventing cholesterol from turning harmful. It is not just about how much cholesterol you have, but what happens to it inside your blood vessels. When LDL cholesterol becomes oxidized, it sticks to artery walls and starts forming plaque. That buildup slowly narrows blood flow and raises the risk of heart disease. Blueberries are packed with antioxidants that stop this oxidation process. They neutralize free radicals before they can damage LDL particles, keeping your arteries clear and flexible. In one study from the Journal of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, people who ate blueberries every day for just 3 weeks saw their LDL oxidation drop by more than 10%. At the same time, their levels of HDL, the good cholesterol that carries waste away, increased. This is one of the main reasons researchers call blueberries heart protective. They help your circulation stay smooth, lower the risk of clots, and keep oxygen moving efficiently to every organ. For seniors, this means steadier energy, fewer dizzy spells, and a healthier pulse. When your blood flows cleanly, your entire body feels lighter and stronger. Now, let us look at the eighth change, one that matters if you stay active: how blueberries help your muscles recover faster after physical activity. Change 8. Your muscles recover faster after activity. Exercise keeps you strong, but it also creates tiny tears in your muscles that cause soreness. When you eat blueberries every day, their antioxidants help repair that damage faster and reduce pain after movement. Blueberries are rich in compounds that neutralize oxidative stress, which is one of the main causes of post-exercise muscle fatigue. They also improve blood flow to muscle tissue, delivering oxygen and nutrients needed for repair. A study published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that people who consumed blueberries for 2 weeks before intense exercise recovered significantly faster than those who did not. Their muscles showed lower levels of inflammation and fewer markers of oxidative damage. For older adults, this means you can stay active without feeling drained the next day. Simple activities like walking, gardening, or light exercise become easier to enjoy with less stiffness or soreness afterward. This faster recovery keeps your muscles stronger over time and helps maintain independence and mobility well into later life. Next, let us look at the ninth change, one that supports long-term vitality, how blueberries keep your heart and circulation working at their best. Change 9. Your heart and circulation grow stronger. Daily blueberries help your entire cardiovascular system work more efficiently. They strengthen the lining of your blood vessels, improve elasticity, and support steady blood flow from head to toe. The anthocyanins in blueberries protect the endothelium, which is the thin inner layer of your arteries and veins. When this lining stays flexible, your blood pressure stays balanced, and your heart does not have to pump as hard. Over time, this reduces the strain on your heart and lowers the risk of stroke or heart failure. Research from Harvard University and the American Heart Association found that people who regularly eat blueberries and strawberries have a much lower risk of heart disease. The protective effect was strongest in adults over 50, showing that it is never too late to benefit. Blueberries also support better circulation by preventing blood clots. Their natural compounds help keep platelets from sticking together, allowing blood to move smoothly through even the smallest vessels. For older adults, that means warmer hands and feet, fewer dizzy spells, and a steadier heartbeat. You may not feel the difference in one day, but after a week or two of consistent eating, your circulation becomes noticeably more efficient. Now, let us move to the 10th and final change, the one that ties everything together, how blueberries help slow aging by protecting every cell in your body. Change 10. Your cells age more slowly. Perhaps the most remarkable change from eating blueberries every day happens at the deepest level of your body, inside your cells. Blueberries are rich in antioxidants that protect your DNA from oxidative stress, the main driver of aging. Each day, your body faces damage from pollution, stress, and normal metabolism. This damage releases unstable molecules, called free radicals, that chip away at healthy cells. Blueberries neutralize those free radicals before they can cause harm, keeping your tissues younger for longer. A review published in the Journal of Gerontology found that adults who ate blueberries regularly had lower levels of DNA damage and better cell repair activity than those who did not. Researchers believe the anthocyanins and vitamin C in blueberries help activate your body's own defense systems, turning on genes that repair and renew cells. This cellular protection shows up in many ways. Your skin looks healthier because collagen breaks down more slowly. Your brain stays sharper because neurons are less inflamed. Your energy feels steadier because mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your cells, work more efficiently. Over time, this daily habit acts like gentle maintenance for your entire body. You may not notice it overnight, but with steady use, your body begins to function more smoothly, recover faster, and age more gracefully. Now that we have explored what happens when you eat blueberries every day, let us summarize the key lessons and how you can make this habit safe and effective for the long term. By now, you can see why a handful of blueberries each day can make such a difference. They work quietly but powerfully inside your body, repairing, cleansing, and protecting. In just 7 days of steady use, your digestion becomes smoother, inflammation starts to settle, your mind feels clearer, and your circulation flows more easily. Within a few weeks, bones strengthen, muscles recover faster, and your heart and brain begin to feel renewed. That is the beauty of real food. It works with your body, not against it. To keep these benefits, remember 3 simple rules. First, stay consistent but moderate. Half a cup a day, fresh or frozen, is enough to build lasting results without overloading your system with sugar or oxalates. Second, pair wisely. Combine blueberries with protein or healthy fats, such as yogurt, oats, or almonds, to help your body absorb the nutrients more effectively and keep blood sugar stable. Third, listen to your body. If you notice any discomfort, such as bloating or mild stomach upset, simply reduce the portion or try cooked blueberries instead. Most people find that small, steady amounts work best. Used with care, Blueberries are one of the simplest and safest ways to support longevity. They do not work overnight, but they work quietly every day to strengthen the foundation of your health. Now let us talk briefly about who should be a bit more careful, because while blueberries help most people, a few conditions do require extra attention. Blueberries are safe for most people, but there are a few situations where moderation matters. If you fall into one of these groups, it is wise to talk with your doctor before making them a daily habit. First, people taking blood thinners. Blueberries are high in vitamin K, which helps blood clot normally. If you take medication such as warfarin, sudden changes in your vitamin K intake can affect how your blood thins. You do not need to avoid blueberries, but keep your portions consistent and let your doctor know. Second, people with kidney stones or kidney disease. Blueberries contain oxalates, natural compounds that can combine with calcium to form stones in people who are prone to them. If this applies to you, limit your intake to small servings and drink plenty of water to help your kidneys flush out waste. Third, people with salicylate sensitivity. Salicylates are natural plant chemicals also found in aspirin. If you have experienced rashes, headaches, or stomach upset after eating certain fruits or spices, you may be sensitive to them. In that case, start with a few berries and see how you feel before increasing the amount. Finally, anyone with digestive issues such as irritable bowel syndrome should begin slowly. Blueberries are rich in fiber, which can cause bloating in sensitive stomachs if introduced too quickly. Cooking them lightly often makes them easier to tolerate. For everyone else, blueberries remain one of the safest and most rewarding foods to enjoy daily. Used wisely, they support your heart, brain, and body from the inside out. Now let us finish with a short message about what comes next, because the next video reveals another everyday food that affects your health in a surprising way. If you thought blueberries were powerful, the next video may surprise you even more. We will look at another common food many seniors eat every evening, believing it helps them sleep, yet it may quietly raise nighttime blood pressure and trigger inflammation while you rest. You will learn what it is, why timing matters, and how one small change can turn it from risky to restorative. If you found today's video helpful, give it a like and share it with someone who also wants to stay healthy and strong after 60. Your small action helps more people discover simple, science-based habits that protect their heart, brain, and energy every day. And if you have not already, subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss the next senior health tip. I am Dr. Sam. Here is to clear minds, strong hearts, and calm mornings. Stay well, and I will see you in the next video.